Hi everybody, welcome at this new video. Just a quick warning, the audio is sometimes not as good as I want it to be. So I hope you don't mind and you can still enjoy the video. Have fun watching. This is, I guess, the last shot filmed in my old workshop. You might recognize it, but last week I moved all the machineries. Now it's clean and it's empty. And yeah, this was my workshop for a lot of years. Spent 3 years here, I guess. Made a lot of knives, around 70 to 80 pieces. Yeah, now it's all gone and it's all empty. And it's a new chance, I have a new workshop. But I also wanted to say goodbye to this workshop in a good way. It's a sad moment as well because it is so beautifully located and I've never been able to share this because I was afraid for burglary. But now I can. So let me show you outside and maybe one of the nicest knife making workshops in the world by location. So this is an oyster pit. It's where oysters are put to rest. Once they're fished, they have some sand in them because the shell closes. And if you lay them down for a couple of days in water like this, they'll spit out the sand and the oysters are sand free when they go to customers. So now it's in summer, there is a lot of algae in the water, but usually during the winter it's crystal clear water and it's perfect for watering off these oysters. And it's just such a beautiful location because there is tide in these pits and you can see fish and crabs and lobsters even sometimes, and there is always activity. Sometimes they're busy harvesting the oysters, sometimes they're busy cleaning the pits or doing maintenance. It's always interesting to see. And that was my workshop. For a lot of years I've been there. Now our company business, my dad sold a share. I'm not taking over. And yeah, that means that it's now for my uncle and my nephew. And I'm very grateful for all the time they let me spend here, although I hadn't any claim on it to the company anymore. But what's even more special is this place, I guess, because my video series, it was called Knives by the Sea, and I'll show you why. Because these pits, they get fresh water every day, 2 times a day even. You know why? Because it's seawater. And here is the seawater coming from, but I've never shown you in a direct way where the seawater is coming from. Which I'll of course do right now. So it's a bit of a trip to get up here, but the view, you can already see it. So, last shot of my workshop, and then we'll end with the view where my workshop was located at. I hope the microphone can still pick up something with all the wind, but this is the Oosterschelde in English. It is a beautiful piece of inshore sea. There is always something happening here. Right there, that's your Fisher Harbor where our oyster fishing boat used to lay. And there, that's a swimming contest right now. So there is a lot of wind, and those people are trying to cross from over there to over there. That's what I call true grit. You know, people swimming over. And the sea and the wind and the tide and the seasons. It was a very beautiful workshop. So that was my farewell to my old workshop. A sad moment, but I'm also happy to have a new workshop closer to home. New freedoms, new possibilities, and a chance to grow further. Hello everyone, welcome at my new workshop. So last video I said I moved my house. I really wanted a house with a workshop, but with a girlfriend didn't want to, and then we found like the perfect house without a workshop. So we went for that option, and I went looking for a place to get my machinery nearby. And I think I found one. So this is a building with a bunch of artists in it. They let me have my workshop here. So yesterday they gave me the key. And I've never been longer inside than 10 minutes. So well, let's take a look around and get a real in-depth view of what my new workshop is going to look like. Let's go look inside. So I really just got in, dropped my bag. This is what it's looked like. So these are other projects of other artists. And this right here, it's gonna be my workshop. So there's quite a lot of space. I think I'm gonna ask them to move the caravan because I like tenting and not camping. But yeah, there's a lot of space. Electrical wiring looks a bit iffy, but yeah, there is sunlight. It's supposed to be dry, and yeah, there is space. So I have some plans of what I want to do. Like here we have the door. Here we have the door, and I want to put in like foil sheets to separate my machinery from the other people who are working here, just to get all the dust out. I want to make special locations for my milling machine and my grinding machine, so keep the grinding separate from the milling, so that the dust won't collect. Sandblasting cabinet, I want it as far away as possible. Compressor, want it in a soundproof box. Maybe I'll put it in the caravan if they won't remove it. So yeah, I'm having some plans, but now I can finally see what it's gonna look like, what the potential is. And they said that he had a lot of these benches. They bought an old school one time, and they supposedly have a lot of them, so I can use them as workbenches, put a slab of wood on them. Then it will be like grinder, sandblasting cabinet, foil wall, milling machine, lathe. Then here, assembly station, random stuff, supplies, you know, workshop. I was here like a few minutes before, like half an hour, and they gave me this sort of tour of what they're doing. Like this person here, he has a lot of stuff, and it's such a nice environment. It's a lot of creativity, and he's building a boat for holidays. So it's like a caravan for on the water, and it's completely energy neutral, has electrical engines, solar panels. Yeah, it just has a lot of stuff, and there are other people here I haven't met yet. And they're working with mostly bio-based materials. That looks like a nice project somebody's working on. So it's an ideal place for woodworking. And there was like nearby a place where they do with startups. And I went there, but it was really quite expensive. And also it was not a working environment. And when I came in like here, oh yeah, this is one I want to show you. When I came in like here, they had sawdust. Not a bit of sawdust, a lot of sawdust. And that means that there has been working. There's so much creative atmosphere around here. Yeah, they have a lot of machinery as well. Like, I don't even want to know from when, how old this machine is. I don't even know what this thing is. Looks like wood stove maybe. And all the wood, it's incredible. And having all these resources around, sure they're not mine, but if you ask politely, you're probably able to use it, and I can help them with CAD or 3D printing parts, sawing machine, dust collector, although I don't know when they used that thing for the last time. But yeah, it's
a real nice environment. And this is something I saw last time as well. They have slabs of wood, like complete trees cut through the middle. You know, something like that. Put a stainless steel frame under it, oil it, epoxy it up, and then you have like the nicest dining table ever. Here, these are all woods people are having, and it's just such a nice. Hey, you don't need the dust, Theo. It's such a nice environment. There are so many things to be seen, and the creative vibe is incredible. I'm really enjoying it, and the guy who runs the place, he's incredible. He has a lot of different ideas. Still have to ask him if I can even upload this on YouTube. But yeah, I think there's going to be more wood handles on my knife in the future.